welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It's time for Monday night Fireside Chat. And tonight's special topic is, there is no topic. It's open chat. Just me and my buddies here chatting with you. How's everybody doing out there? So those out there that the general ones, the link is over on Courtney's group chat on Facebook, and I've sent out a few emails too. So hopefully I'll get some other people coming up here. But before we jump into that, I want to just go ahead up here. Go up here to the one here, back at the brand. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to remind everybody who our channel members are.
This ain't Camp Crystal Lake. We have fun here.
And yes, Camp Crystal Lake. And I want to welcome especially a new member here, Wolf's Den Outdoors. Sounds like a family affair of wolves. So welcome. And so let's actually see who all's here to go with. So Troop 1351 came in. Then Gear Grinding 19, Barry at Storms Radios and Cats, Shady Hill Homestead, Penny Pension Prepper, Janice at Where to Begin Homestead, Kaylin Strain's in the house, and of course Wolfson is here, and Q's in the house. Hey Q. Weber, I just jumped at Weber Homestead. And all righty, cool. We're caught up here. So today I didn't want to do anything special as a special topic. Just bring it back to what Monday night was. Just kind of sitting around chatting, talking about whatever comes to people's minds, what's bothering them, what's making them happy, whatever it is, how things are going in the garden. Of course, just about everybody's garden is buttoned up except for, let's see, Fishes and Loaves Life is down in Florida, How to Begin's down in Florida, a few other guys down there. Their garden goes year round. All righty, and so all the channel members out there, throw out some welcome emojis there for Wolf's Den. Got to say that, so go ahead and just start throwing them emojis out. Oh, clearing off dining table, so I clear out my third chest freezer tomorrow. Clean out. Maytag cells, biggin'. Whoa! All right, Q. That's going to be a chore. All right. Let's see. What was going on for today? Well, I had Danny over here, number 3, grandson, and soon as he got off the bus, I beat his dad out there because I didn't see, the bus was sitting there. And oh, crap. So I walked out, got out there, and his dad finally come meandering out of the house. And I said, you want me to take him? If he wants to go with you. So when Danny got off the bus, it was like, what do you want to do? You want to go in your house or over to my house? Grandpa's house. So I came over here, and his latest thing here, when he comes over, I have those little emergency lights I've shown before where it plugs in, and it's a flashlight. It plugs into the wall, and when the power goes out, it automatically comes on. Well, he likes to go pull one out and walk around the room, turning out all the lights in the house, shining the light as he walks around, having a grand old time. Hey, Skinner, how's it going? Oh, hang on, Skinner. Yep, hang on. Boom. Yeah, there. I just fixed it, Skinner. You're back to being a mod over here too. And if I'd sit down to try to edit a video, it comes in, Grandpa, grab my hand, come with me. Walks around the house, goes, look at that up there, look at this up here. Or is walking around and just showing all the stuff he sees that's different by flashlight. I thought it was kind of cool. Ah, cool. Did the stand-up earlier. Yeah, right now, my wife, I love her to death. I'll give her foot massage. I'll give her foot massages all week long if she'd let me. But we do not agree on the freezers. I get them all full. She goes, we need to eat these down. I go, no, we need to rotate through them. That's why I keep telling we need another freezer. As we start pulling out of one, we replace that into the new freezer. And when it's full, then we start on the next one and we put that in the one we just emptied out, replace it. That way we always have 3 full freezers. She goes, oh, we need to eat it down. And I say, yeah, we need to eat stuff out of it, but we also need to replace the stuff we're eating out of it. So we always have stuff there. But hey, I can't argue with the staff sergeant. At least not in win. And there he is. It's the cat. Sorry, I missed your live stream this morning, Steve. I was in Idaho Falls getting stuff to fill my chest freezer. And so tomorrow when I got nothing to do in the morning, I'm going to try to run the replay on it. And so, yeah, there's always going to be something that my wife and I disagree on. But we agreed on one thing very important back when we first got married. Because we realized something. I'm Clan Patton from Ireland. She's Clan Campbell from Scotland. You see where that's going? And we agreed that no matter how much we get mad at each other, argue, or fight, we are never, ever going to let our marriage end. Hey, Mary Beth, how's it going? So, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to take a short gamble here, maybe, and see if I can do this here. Is anyone out there wanting to come up here that doesn't have it? I know Skinner would come up, and let's see, Barry might come up. Of course, Barry has the link over there off of the Courtney's Facebook page. And what do we got in here? Anyway, so we've got 17. Okay, we got 17 watch. Oh, All Thing Acres. Hey, how's it going? So we got a bunch of lurkers. Lurkers are fine. Nothing against lurkers. Though we would prefer you just say hi, lurking, like Troop 1351 did there. Well, when doing my genealogy, we determined I am Heinz 57. On my mom's side, we've tracked it back to the earliest entry my mom's cousins were able to find. They did a book of our family generations, and the earliest one was 312 BC, and that had King Olaf of Norway. Or it wasn't Norway at the time, but it was, that there is like, that's the oldest one. But I'm related to every royal family in every country that ever existed in Europe. Definitely Heinz 57. And then my dad, on my dad's side, coming from County Cork in Ireland, but then his one grandmother was a Fournier from France, and he has a which one was it from Germany? Has one from Germany that we found on his side. Much harder to track on his side, other than the patents there in Ireland. And then he has one from Finland that we've been able to track down so far. So, hey, Kathy, how's it going? So, but the biggie is on my mom's side. My grandmother's maiden name on my mom's side is Schwartz, and her mom, and then her grandfather came from Germany, except it's on the border of France. So sometimes it's in Germany, sometimes it's in France, sometimes it's in Germany, sometimes it depends who won the war. And so a lot of the towns, the border towns there, would shift over, back through the Middle Ages from one country to the other, depending on who won the war. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? We got Duncan 1900 in here now. Yeah, so I got some cool things in on my family tree. I also got 2 black sheep on my mom's side. Cool. I will have to find out, maybe related, because I know that on my mother-in-law is big into the family history on that side, and they're related to several of the over there on that side. I think Argyle is one of them, but they also have a bunch of the family members on that side were part of the Royal Black Watch. Now I forgot what I was going to say. I had a squirrel moment with the family history there. Oh, my okay, so my mom, my grandmother, granny's father-in-law was one of the Hills brothers that came over. Father or grandfather-in-law, one of the Hills brothers that came over prior to the Revolutionary War. My grandmother was born in 1899, so we're going back quite a few years with each generation. And then there was the Crumrines, the Hills. I just lost the other big name that were in the Revolutionary War time. But hey, Aidenir, how's it going? Our friend from across the pond, Aidenir. And let me hang on. I got to get something here done real quick here. I just realized something. I'm just got to throw out a reminder over there. There we go. There we go. Just reminding some of the people on the other side there. All right, see if I can get some people to come over. But hey, Alicia, how's it going? One of the things that has been my wife and I are really getting kind of about right now. She was going to come up this last weekend, because usually between Thanksgiving and her birthday is a good time to travel. And the week she was going to come up, and it decided to rain and snow in the Sierras. So she goes, no way she's going to try coming over Donner Pass. Hey, Prepping to Endure, how's it going? And so right now we're both watching weather forecasts. And this next weekend right now, Thursday is looking good coming over Donner. And actually, let me update that. I keep several of these things open all the way. So TRUC. Truckee. And Truckee gives for Donner Pass here. And crud. It's moving. Snow's moving up. Friday has a slight chance of snow, mostly cloudy. So if they're out there plowing, she can make it over Donner Pass on Friday if she's up to it. And not sure if she's going to try it or not. Thursday daytime, though, if she wants to leave early, Thursday is sunny. So she may try make an early day run on Thursday, come up and miss everything. Let me check, see what Winnemucca is. Because Winnemucca is the other place. Winnemucca on Thursday is sunny. Yeah, she may try. Hopefully she tries it on Thursday, and just comes on up, and then maybe maybe even stay all the way through Christmas. I think that's what she wants to do, is to come up here and stay through Christmas and go back after Christmas. You like my buddies? Okay. For those that know, one of my favorite holiday, and this may or may not be on my question on my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. My favorite holiday is Halloween. And for some people to go, oh, that's my favorite Halloween is Halloween. Because I get to poke fun at all these guys. My brother and I, when I was 11, he was 9, put on our first haunted house, and we did the classics, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Count Dracula. We had a mad scientist thing, Then we built our little haunted house, and it went crazy from there. But the last year we put on our haunted house together, we ran for let's see. I think Halloween was on a Saturday night that year, and we did we did Saturday, Friday, Thursday that week. We did Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday the week before, and Friday, Saturday the week before that, running it. We had 8 guides, 40 some odd cast members in it. And the line was out of sight down the street. Hey, Glenn, how's it going? We got How to Garden in the house. One of these guys who doesn't have to put their garden away because he's in Florida. Sometimes I'm just so jealous of that. But then someone mentions that H word, and I go, no, I don't want to blow away. But yeah, so these, so I really love anything Halloween, the good scare you stuff. And the picture here you see behind me is from a music video. Yes, this is from a music video by a group called The Merkins. And the song is called Slash Street Boys, a parody of Backstreet Boys. So Slash Street Boys, I'll Kill You That Way. And it is very excellently done. It is absolutely hilariously, insanely funny. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? And so, that's, I just thought I'd put up, so since no one else came up here to talk with me, I thought I'd get one of my group of my buddies up here. Which reminds me of an announcement. If you haven't seen the video out there I put out yesterday, day before yesterday, coming up on the 9th, so in 4 days, this Friday, I have Ben from Minuteman Prep. He also owns portablepowersolar.com. He's coming on my live stream on Friday night on the Homestead, and he's going to be answering questions about the portable power generators, aka and misnamely such, as solar generators. They don't generate anything. They're just a battery bank with a built-in charge controller, power inverter, and battery all rolled into one. And yeah, it's he's going to be here on Camppatton Family Compound on Friday. Then, after an hour of us going through talking about stuff, we're going to continue it on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping, on Tuesday for Tactical Tuesday. And since no one comes on live after me that I deal with, we may go a little long on Tuesday night if there's a lot of questions. So we're going to be covering a lot of questions. In the last month, he has bought like 10 new portable power station systems, and he actually had one sent to him, and he had some companies send him some of the lithium iron phosphate batteries as well to test out and review. And so he'll be in talking about all this stuff, and that's what we're what's coming up Friday and next Tuesday, not tomorrow. Yeah. And so, yeah, we'll be talking about that. Anyone has questions specifically, email me the question, and I'll forward that to Ben. That way he can have it in his notes and be ready to address questions for apartment dwellers, homesteaders, and normal people. If you have a question about this is what I have, this is what I need, what do I need? I want to run this, or this, and this. What will work best for me? Type that stuff up, whatever it is, the parameters that you think you need. Email it to me. My email's down at the bottom of the description down below. Which also reminds me, talking about what's in the description down below. Over on Gray Man Prepping, we're still working on the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and the rule video is in the description down below here, just a little way down. He's been doing some minis. He just did a couple more minis in the last week and a half. He may have done yours last year, Kaylin. So send me an email, Kaylin, with your models and stuff, and I'll forward it to him, and saying you want to know if he's tested them and what he thinks of their viability. Yeah, I know. I've got to get back on that. I was just going nuts in here and stuff, and I've been neglecting a lot of stuff because it's wintertime, and in wintertime I generally concentrate on, because I have time where I can. Well, I have time. Who has time? I have time to concentrate more on my novels. And I've been working on my novels, and it's like today, I got out another 12 pages, plus I went back to some of the ones I did before and reread the ones I did last week, and started doing finding spelling errors. Because I'm in the zone, I'm just typing out, I know what I want on the page. My fingers don't always type it. And I'll forget words, I'll just totally skip over words, trying to get the meat of the thought down on the page. And so I just was doing stuff. But I will give you guys a hint here. I really stuck myself this time with my characters this last week and a half. In the main series of the main novel series of the group of series of novels, Against the Wind, one of the supporting characters, I'm just going along typing and stuff, and you know how main characters will react with a supporting character, and all of a sudden that supporting character becomes more and more a main character? That happened to me on this, and I didn't want to change anything because her character, who I've been fleshing out and doing it and dealing with the other people dealing with her, has developed. and she has taken off her. She's taken off a life of her own. And so, and basically going and working out and fleshing out chapters ahead. I talk about each chapter. I talk about things I want to have each chapter. And as I did stuff with her, hey, Ginger Ninja, her character suddenly came to a point. It's like, okay, crud. Because all of a sudden she's interacting with the main heroine who's going to do something left turn and take off from the group in book 2, and her character is bonded so much with her that she's going to go after her. So she's going to get her own spin-off series called Hardcore. And basically this character is the daughter of a Marine Corps general. She is where she's at right now is a Lance Corporal. And the chapter I'm working on right now, she gets promoted to corporal in it. And she's going to go off in search of her best friend / adopted sister and, try to bring her back to the group. Hey, Rob, how's it going? Yeah, don't you just love that, Rob? You're subscribed to somebody and all of a sudden YouTube unsubscribes you and you don't realize it. And so I'm also working on starting a new line of novels in the series here called Hardcore, and it's going to be her dealing with trying to get going across the wastelands of destruction and everything, and finding Sarah and bringing Sarah back to Sarah's husband, who's the main character of the novel series. So yeah. And actually, on my 4,000 subscriber giveaway, which is on the 16th of this month, so not this Friday, the following Friday, I'm thinking about giving away, emailing out to those who are really interested in it. I may email out a couple password protected Adobe Acrobat locked versions of the novel, so you guys so some people can read it. I'll probably I got three novels that are totally finished. I don't think I'll be able to finish another one here in the next week and a half. But so I have 3 novels there that I may give away. Allow people to have access to. Yeah. Hey, Han Solo, how's it going? But yeah, they're and for those that don't know what my novels are, I've talked about before. Basically, actually, give me a second here. Let me go over on the other screen over here. Hang on. Got to change up my taskbar so I can get it set right, because I have to do it. There we go. And bring up Against the Wind. And so, got to go back to the saga. Hang on here. So I got to go back to the saga. And so Against the Wind is this is the first book in the series, Against the Wind. Get rid of you. Yeah. Yeah, the computer came with Microsoft Office on it, and when they sold it to me, it's installed here, blah blah. They didn't say it was only a 3-month thing, so now I get glitches. So that's the first book of the series, and all the rest of the series branch off of this one book. And so that's the first book of the series. And then let's go back over here. And the main character in that first book has written several other books. And this is the cover of one of the books of the Sheriff Walt Rogers has written, called Blood Moon Falling, but that one's just about complete. Let me drop that out. I should have left that up because it's giving me those things again. Okay, so Against the Wind, Saga, and then make sure I get the right one here. Get the thing up on it. And that's the, I got to leave one of these open so it doesn't do that all the time. That's the cover for one of the other series called The Family Compound. And no, has nothing to do with this compound. It just happened to be a coincidence of them coming up. And this is the one that Kaylin Strain has a copy of this one here. A Scout is Trustworthy. And this one, I've got some of my friends that I've had sneak at it while I've been doing edit drafts and stuff on it are mad at me on this one. Because the Scout and the Ninja are two 17-year-olds that have fallen in love at first official meeting. They've known each other for years at archery competitions and stuff. Michael is the Scout. And actually, let me go down in here. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little scroll down in the asteroid. Okay, see, it leads off of Against the Wind series saga. Michael, come on, where do I get down to? I'm just going to give you guys an example here. If I get down. Okay, passed it, missed it. Okay, there we go. And let me. All right. Introducing the Ninja. This is how I introduced the Ninja in the story. She stood at the edge of the competition mat and eyed her opponent, Mitch Donaldson, a senior, almost 18 and a half. That made him a year older than her. 185 pounds. That gave him a 75. He was a tight end on the football team and is used to taking hits. Second degree black belt in Taekwondo. Skilled, but not as skilled as he should have been for this match. Smiling and bouncing around and waving at the girls from the football cheerleading squad. That meant he was not taking this seriously. He thinks he's going to win quickly. She was 5'7.5" 128 pounds of solid muscle. Although she always hid that fact by wearing loose, baggy clothes. Her jet black hair fell to a couple inches below the top of her shoulders. She was a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo, which is what this competition was for. However, her favorite art is Jeet Kune Do, which she started learning from Diana Lee. I can't always mispronounce the last name. Insagato, which when she was 7 started learning. She was now a 6th-degree black belt in that. Her left eye was damaged in an accident at school chemistry class. It became very light sensitive. As a result, she wears a black patch over it. It's not a blackout patch, but one of a fine mesh, which limits the light coming in, much like a very dark pair of sunglasses. That's how I introduced her. And so, she goes on, kicks his butt in the thing, in the competition. One of the other guys comes up, challenges her, and let's see what I said here. Another teammate comes up and challenges her to an honor match. Says she fought dishonorably. Blah blah blah. She turns to the judges and says, I would be willing to accept this challenge if I can fight solely in my preferred style. They asked her, what is your preferred style? And she goes, Jeet Kune Do. The judges waves the referee over. They talk to each other. They whisper back and forth. The referee nods and stuff. And they go, sure, okay. You can fight strictly Jeet Kune Do. Totally schools the second guy in just a couple moves. Breaks a couple ribs, totally humiliates him, and and then she ends it with her fight with him. Let's see if I can find it here. All right, she got him to she was telling me, she told him, anger is the mind killer. Don't judge others by what you don't know. Mitch was arrogant and conceited, which is why he lost before the bout began. You were angry and not thinking, which is why you lost. And then Jason apologized. He was sorry, was all he could say. And he hung his head. When he did that, she launched herself into a double black backflip, landed in a full leg splits with her right fist against her left palm in front of her, and winked at Jason. So that's the ninja. But they wind up going to a meeting with the Jason and Michael and Kimberly, the ninja, get together and fall head over heels. I mean, just fall. As she says it, I didn't fall. I face planted that night. And so after years of seeing each other in archery competitions and stuff, and both being lied to about friends about each other, about the other, she was told that he would never go out with a girl who asked him out. That was not proper. And he was told that she had a boyfriend already, so he didn't ask her out. And for 3 years, they were, seeing each other and kind of pining away at each other, not knowing that they should ask each other out. And so they fell head over heels in love. A lot of the sub story through the books is the fact that they're in love and they're not. They made a promise to their parents because their parents didn't believe they were really in love, and they go, "We're in love." They're like, "Okay, fine. We're going to get married in 22 months," which puts them at 19 at almost 19 and a half before they get married, just to prove to their parents that they're not faking it, or they're not just lusting after each other. And the stuff they go through trying to maintain their virginity for that time period, and the love stuff on it and stuff, really ticked off a bunch of friends of mine. They were mad at me that I threw so much lovey-dovey in an action fighting novel. So anyway, those are the 3 novels that I'll probably be giving away a couple copies on the 16th during my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you're interested, you better be there, because there are questions going to be asked about a bunch of stuff. If you haven't seen that video on the 4,000 subscriber giveaway, it's out there. It talks about the questions I'm going to be giving stuff away on. So, and so, what do you guys want to talk about now that I've talked a bunch about my stuff here? Let's see. Yeah. Kaylin Strain there has Kaylin got the Scout and the Ninja about 1.5 years ago when I offered to give a couple of them out. She said she'd take one. I sent it to her. Of course, Kaylin, you need to get the updated version. So I've gone through and I flushed it. And when I started working on a second of the series, I had to go back and add some background stuff to the first book and flush it out a little bit more. And so I probably added about another 20 pages to it. Yeah. Whoa. Christy Alley? Okay, let me look. I can't. I mean, she's not that old. Yeah. Go to Wikipedia. Yeah, she was 71. Well, my sister's way older than her. And what does it say here? Oh, she had cancer. She died today after a short battle with cancer. The cancer had only recently been discovered. Her ex-husband, Parker Stevenson, yeah, okay, passed on condolences. And she had, what does it say here? Yeah, she had 2 children. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Carol. Yeah, it's not that old. Wow. Oh. Yeah. I mean, she was only 6 years older than me. All right. When the books will be offered on Amazon after I have 10 of the books completed. There are. Let me pull up the thing back here again, just so you know what's coming out here on it. All right. All right. In the books, there are Against the Wind is the primary book series. Come on, clear it up. I need to get everything up here right. And so Against the Wind, The Scout and the Ninja, The Family Compound, Paladin, Whiplash, Survival Mode, and Hardcore. When I have 3 titles completed for all those books, then I will start releasing them on Amazon. As of right now, I have outlines for Against the Wind for 25 books. I have the outlines rough sketched out already for 25 books for Against the Wind. For The Scout and the Ninja, I have 25. Let me just go ahead and share this one here. This is funny. Just so you know, let me blow it up here. So titles: A Scout is trustworthy, a ninja is silent. A Scout is loyal, a ninja is deadly. A Scout is helpful, a ninja is tenacious. A Scout is friendly, a ninja is invisible. That's the way it goes on. The last book, 25, is The Scout and the Ninja are married. So yeah, they don't get married until book 25. Yeah, and that really ticked off a lot of my friends. You're going to make them wait that long to get married? Hey, it's only 2 years. Okay? And then Hardcore. So there's so basically, so Family Compound, I have 5 of the books lined out already. I got 6 lined out for Paladin. I got 5 lined out for Whiplash. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 lined out for Survival Mode, and I spent most of this weekend lining spent this last weekend lining out a bunch for Hardcore. Steve, so one of the books is called Hardcore. Can you guess what it's about? And I've got 15 of the books lined out, topics for the books lined out on that one. So, and what do we got here? Good point, Weber. So what skill does everybody want to learn in 2023? Or, in my case, relearn. And that's going to be how to butcher animals. It's been 33 years since I last did a deer. Yeah, she starts out as a lance corporal, and actually in the in the part of it where she's in book 2 of Against the Wind, she makes corporal. But yeah, and I've been digging a lot, as much as I can, heavily into Marine Corps protocols and stuff, Steve. So if you want me to send you stuff to proofread and make sure it's right, let me know. But yeah. Her dad is a lieutenant general in the Marine Corps, and her adopted aunt, not really an aunt, but she adopted, as a thing going on, is Sergeant Major Kathy Dyer. And so, yeah. Anyways, we just processed it. Hubby got 3 stitches. Ow! Ooh! Ah! What's interesting, most of my cuts that I've gotten, accidental cuts, have not been with a sharp knife. It's been with a dull knife. Hey, Chipper, how's it going? Weber wants to learn cheese making. Kaylin's never cleaned a fish. Okay. Where to begin? Make bread and pasta. Okay. Carol's putting M down right now. What other skills people are talking about? Steve may want to be a character in the novel. Steve, actually, that's not a bad idea. Email me, and we'll talk about you creating a likeness of yourself for a Marine Corps character. And you can even make him an officer if you want to make him an officer. Want to learn to make goat milk soap without lye. Ginger. Bountiful Harvest Abby is doing that, and she's doing videos on how to do it. Check out Bountiful Harvest Abby. Wild foraging, yes. That is a skill we should all learn, especially wild foraging herbs and healthy stuff. Oh, you saw those already. Cool. Yeah, there is so much that I want to learn, that if I knew what I know now back when I was 15, of course, then I probably wouldn't have met my wife, and that would really suck. I like being married to the staff sergeant. But I mean, there's so many things I would have applied myself for a little bit differently. Of course, one of my favorite comic book things was the what if, things changing in history and stuff. And it'd be like, I'd like to go back and, slap myself when I'm about 7 or kick myself in the butt and say, hey, you need to learn this. This is going to help us later on. Yes, I am you from the future. You need to shape up so I can turn out better. Yep, that's something good to learn, Carol. Shoemaking, yes. I actually was back when I was about 23, and I started watching some videos that were that you had to pay for, rental videos on how to do leather work, and I got distracted by other stuff and never got into it, and wound up meeting my wife. And Yeah. Is Courtney going live tonight? Oh yeah. How to do time management when you're overwhelmed? Yeah, and keep on working, doing stuff. So, anyways, just thinking here, just watching the side chat there, seeing what's going on. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I would like to know more about. I know a lot of things, and a lot of trivial things too. But some of them aren't what I really need to know for certain things that would help on a homestead. Oh, Carol, on that email you sent me, I answered back. Wagner was also started out as wagon maker back in the thinking about 1100 AD, and then it changed and stuff. And that's where it became as wagons and carriages started developing. They kind of split the two off and started getting called something else, and Wagner went on to carriage maker and repairer. That's why I had to include that in the emails and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Knots is a good skill to learn. There are a lot of useful knots, Kaylin. And one of the most useful knots my dad taught me, it's called the trucker's knot, and it's not taught in Boy Scouts. But guess what? As a Scoutmaster, what I did to my Boy Scouts, I taught them that one. I told them how to do the single flip trucker's knot and the double flip trucker's knot. Yeah, I mean, Carol, I recognize that the thing. I knew Wagner had something to do with wagons in German, and so that's why I went looking for it. Could be basically it's the one where you throw it when you're tying down a load. You throw it over, you loop it, you bring it up and over, and then you put a twist in it, and you cinch down on the load to hold it really quick, and it's easy to pop loose. Hey, Suburban Hillbilly. We're getting near the end here. So let me actually, speaking of that, let me get over and get this other thing here. And if anybody has topics they would like me to address either here on Camppatton Family Compound or on Gray Man Prepping, send me an email and I'll add it to the list. Right now, I got topics lined out through February 6th. So, but if it's a really good topic, I will shuffle things around. Because some of the topics I pick out there are just kind of like, okay, I need to talk about this. It's not going to be an exciting one, but it's something I need to talk about. Yeah. And but the thing is, probably the best thing I ever did with my scouts, so I have a piece of rope here. No, was taught them how to do the bowline blindfolded. But I had another knot. We called it it's called the magic knot. And basically, I can do it, and either one time the knot will be there, or if they're saying, "Oh, you can have a knot," and the knot's not there. And that magic knot is as Scoutmasters, we teach other Scoutmasters the magic knot, so they can show the guys that you tie knots with your hands, not your eyes. Because like tying a square knot behind your back, tying the bowline with a blindfold on, learning to tie the knots without looking to see what you're doing. It's very helpful, especially at night when you're trying to pitch a tent and you don't have hardly any light at all. All right, so coming up here, let's go back here. And All right. So open chat. Okay. So tomorrow night we're going to be talking a little bit about Christmas. Ah, here's Carol. So
hey, did she? I get back to you yet? Or is court going?
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
About Courtney's going live. So if Courtney doesn't live, if everybody wants to keep going, we can keep going and just chat. It's open chat night.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was, and I didn't know if she was going. But when you mentioned knots, I think you know the story, but I don't know if your side chat knows. Some of them might have been there with us because we all hang out together. My dad was actually on a float in his small town for tying knots and being like the best knot tier. But do you think he taught me how to tie one? He told me that like years later, and I'm like, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Dad. But he was like, oh, but I forgot most of them. He's like that, that was when I was a kid.
And that's a muscle memory thing. If you don't do it, you forget it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Wayne, welcome. Got the ungrateful ungrateful peasant in the house. I keep on wanting to say the ungrateful president.
Yeah.
Wayne, you're now president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the with the knots, I mean, yeah, I think I was 8 when my dad taught me the trucker's knot because we were tying down bales of hay on the truck.
Yeah, but, I would like to have learned some of them, but like you said, I know, right? Caitlin's like, shame on your dad. I think he just didn't use them anymore. He was in IBM. They were doing,
They generally don't tie knots with the Ethernet cables.
Yeah. They want to stay away from that usually so they don't mess them up too much. Yeah.
Well, I saw a couple people are dropped out already, but tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping, we're going to talk about Christmas presents along the lines of prepper presents. So nice. I did for Christmas presents for people. But yeah, the when it comes to knots, shoot.
I think the fish tie.
I got my stuff out in the shop in one of my cabinets out there, all my Scoutmaster stuff. But there's you can order it from any of the Scout shops. It's like a little laminated trifold, and it has all the knots and shows you how to tie knots. So you get all these great knots.
You could order that from Scouts. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've seen too on Amazon, but I'd rather order it from the Scouts if it's like a different type of book that they have.
Yeah, they do have a regular book, multiple page book on knots, and then they have this one that's meant to go in the backpack. It's waterproof and everything to take out there. So when they're at Scout camp, they can, what did I forget? Oh, that's what I got. So they practice and then go pass off whatever requirement they need to pass off.
Suburban hillbilly, proper prepper presents. Hey, Shawnee.
Hey, Shawnee. But yeah,
prepper presents. Gotta pop those peas.
Yeah.
It's a good one for speech therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of peas in there.
Add that to Peter Piper, the proper prepper, has presents of peppers for.
No. I couldn't do that one. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Was already
I learned that one as a kid, and the other one was seashells down by the seashore. Okay. I can't remember how the rest of it goes. Oh, that one is still got.
Was it Shelley sells seashells down by the seashore? Was it that? She. Oh, she sells. Yeah, that part's hard.
She sells seashells.
Now add peanut butter. Now add crackers.
No, my tongue is drunk and it's staggering all over the place in my mouth.
That's right. That's what makes it fun. Then people get to see food. Very good, Kaylin. You seem to have got that, except for the IE shells. Or IE sure.
Yeah.
My eyes are kind of shot. Sally sells. See, I named it. I had a name also. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it was she.
Sally makes it easier. Sally sells.
Way easier, yeah.
She gets confused with C. See what I mean? That can really get it.
It does. Yeah, your brain confuses them with those sounds.
What's Gear saying? A pair of socks, duct tape, and a rock.
That doesn't sound quite right there, Gear. I don't know. But
maybe back at the Ginger's one on. I've been trying to get my mom to do prepper thing to Christmas and self-defense. Yeah, self-defense. A rock, socks, duct tape. Okay, I'm ready.
There you go. Yeah, it'll work. I'd ask for a roll of quarters instead of the rock, though. At least you got some money.
Yeah. Have you ever used a roll of quarters or dimes or nickels to punch somebody with?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's both. It's money and it's
money goes flying everywhere. It's like,
no, you don't do it like that. You have a sock. You put it in the sock, and it's bam, bam, bam.
We always kept it in our pocket, just the roll, reach in, take it out, and bam.
Oh, well, in the sock, it would be a little.
Yeah, a little sock would be a little better.
Yeah, abusive there. Like, because they used to do something like butter or something. Somebody said frozen butter was one of the things that, like, horrible abusive parents would do in a sock.
Yeah. Hey, Wendy, we got Hardknack Farms in the house.
Yay.
Oh, Barry. Oh. Go stand in the corner for that one.
Peace on earth. Peace on earth. Good dinners too.
Chipper's throwing out here. A big blue bug bit a big black bear, made the big black bear bleed blue blood.
Oh dear. A big blue bug bit a blue. I can't even do that one. But my eyesight isn't great.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, it's the ones where they are really close to sounding exactly the same. She, see. That's the ones. That's the one that gives
I don't know what it does with the brain. It just like.
The right side of the brain's doing this, and the left side, artistic side's going, oh, what? If a woodchuck could and woodchuck would, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
Yep, I remember that one.
Everybody's going to be digging out their tongue twisters now.
Oh, 6 ounces of lead, a door spring, and electrical tape. Damn, MacGyver. How do you make it?
Hey, Vitra. I think that's a spanker. Actually, when I went through the police academy, they still were talking about this, but they were advising, they were saying, don't do it. But this is what the old school guys that taught us used to use. The phone book and a garden hose with a wire coat hanger in it. Left no marks.
Yikes.
That hurt like a mother.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Let us turn up and pee? Oh, I don't want to turn up and pee. Oh, my. Where am I turning up to pee?
Innuendo time. Always gardening. That's a good one. Let us turn up and pee. Oh, no. I got it all over myself. Oh, no.
That's just awful. You came in at the right time, too, old ways with that. When we were doing
what was the one? Book titles. Other book titles. Ruptured Chinaman by Wong Hung Lo.
No.
50 Yards to the Outhouse by Willie Make It. Illustrated by Betty Won't.
Oh my. Hey, Grubby.
There were a bunch of those we used to do it using scouts and stuff.
Ginger's like, I think I need to go to sleep now. Why, Ginger? Did you read it out loud too? And then go, oops.
Wayne was saying you couldn't carry the weapons overseas, so you had to improvise, basically.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's wow. I'm just wondering what you add to that.
Okay, old ways. What do you call a cow after having a calf?
Luther?
What do you call a cow after having a calf? It's got to be a twist on it. I'm not sure. Oh, Suburban. It's Monkeys at the Zoo by Hu Flung Poo.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Krubby the Beetle, how's it going? Rush to the Johnny House by Willie Mack. Yeah. Decaffeinated.
Oh my gosh. I think you just found the best dad joke of the evening.
Bang!
There you go. Who was it who posted that? That was a gear, the best dad joke in one of our groups. It might have been.
Yeah.
But like I went in to get a Sprite and they gave me a clown juice and they made the noise. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so corny. Oh, it's funny. Good one.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to be careful doing this. I'm going to put this out there for about 10 seconds and then I will delete it. Control C. Okay.
Anybody else? Yeah.
Got that out there for about 10 seconds. Let me go ahead and pull this down here.
Oh, we're on your regular.
So those that didn't catch the announcements at the beginning, this Friday on Camppatton Family Compound, I have Ben of his YouTube channel is Minuteman Prep. His business is portablepoweredsolar.com. He's going to be coming on and talking about the portable power stations, aka solar generators. Everything from the 250 watt ones up to the 3,000 watt ones as well. So he's going to be, that's on this Friday. Then he's coming back next Tuesday on Camppatton Family Compound for Tattoo Tuesday. We're going to continue on with it. And since on Tuesday, nobody comes live after me on Tuesday, we may run quite a bit longer on Tuesday, just if there's a lot of questions. If you have questions about solar generators, portable power stations, that stuff, send me an email with your question so I can compile the questions and submit them to Ben so that he was ready to start addressing questions and stuff on Friday.
All right.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I was catching up with the news.
Yeah. So that's what's coming up for this Friday the 9th and Tuesday the 13th. I've got coming up on both those. Then on Thursday, December 15th, I'm going to do on Gray Man Prepping, I'm going to do the 24-hour live starting at 4 o'clock in the morning, that's 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, Thursday morning, run right on through the midnight run until 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time on Friday the 16th. Then I'm coming back on live on Friday the 16th in the evening for the 4,000 subscriber giveaway.
Oh, wow. It's
Yeah.
amazing, Bill.
So at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to end the live. I'm going to go to bed, try to get 5 hours of sleep, get back up and do some stuff.
It's crazy.
But,
I don't know how you do it.
I mean, well, last night I signed off. I laid down an hour and a half after I went laid down. Bam! I was sat up in bed, wide awake. It's like, oh crap! Yeah. So I came in. I wrote, 10 pages.
Hey, Rob Panelist. What's up? Yeah, he's a little bit of a masochist.
Well, other people. I mean,
YouTube masochist.
Yeah, Rachel over at not Rachel. Sorry. Yeah, Raquel. Man, I know a Rachel, a Raquel, and a Rebecca.
Okay.
Now, someone can make a tongue twister out of those three names and start, make a sister tongue twister out of that one. But anyway, Raquel just did it last week or so, and Al Chafe and my backstep and Nicole was on it with her for most of the time.
Oh wow! Okay.
And she did her 24-hour, broke it up into segments so YouTube doesn't cut it off. And so that's what I'll do, a 6-hour segment and start the next one, and then 6 hours, and I'll take me around through it. And so
I would have to do mine through the night. There's no way, and I wouldn't sleep, so that wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Actually,
old ways. This is going to hopefully be part of the way trying to get that, get up to 1,000 subscribers on Gray Man Prepping. YouTube just keeps on dragging it back down on me. It just ticks the heck out of me.
Yeah, that's what happens with my fishes channel.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, still left over from when I would comment with my channel on certain things during certain time with 45.
Yeah. Oh, they let me pick up 2 more subscribers.
Just recently, they allowed me to have a couple too. I'm waiting for them to take them away again.
Yeah, I've been sitting for the last 3 days at 911 subscribers. Now I got 913. So tomorrow I'll probably be back down to 909 over on Gray Man Prepping.
And you've got like tons of material. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I think it's just they know who the people are that, I don't know, don't wear skirts below here. And, like you're not wearing a skirt. So they know you're not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not peddling fear porn.
Yeah. And you're not doing that either. Yeah. That's true too. And there's a lot to peddle today. They're going to have a field day with that.
Oh, 4,000 amp, up to 100 watts, amp booster pack. Can run a computer or jumpstart your semi.
Oh,
152 on there.
Did it have really good reviews, Chipper? Is that why you bought it? Or you just needed something for your truck?
Hang on, it's Chipper. Hey, Chipper, let me do this here. Okay. Chipper, if you want, you can post the link to that if you want to post it. I just gave you I just made you part of the Smurf Club.
Rob Panelist. Yeah, double check. That's true. You got to check.
Yeah, because that's what happened.
It does do that.
Not last Sunday. The Sunday before that, or anyways, on over on Garden State's Gardeners Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah,
I picked up like 13 people that came in. I got the email saying so and so subscribe, so and so subscribe, so and so subscribe.
Awesome.
10 minutes after the number went up, it went back down. They took them all away.
That though might have been. Did you check their channels to see if it was legit when they code like that in a burst?
It was on his channel. There are people there. Yeah, they're on Garden State Gardeners channel. They're in the chat there. Yeah, they're and it's like
because I mean his channel is just
Froggy went in knitting and some of the others.
His channel is just one of those open channels that you have to. If you get a boost after, you have to double check. Unfortunately, usually YouTube will pull it, but that and like if you go into any of the larger channels and all of a sudden you get a huge bump like that, not if you're Gil. Gil has tons. If you don't have like your channel like mine where you don't have a lot of content that they can be like, oh, I've got it. Oh, okay, yeah, and they tell each other, and it would happen like that, or you're not being promoted. Something's usually
that's glitchy. What happened. That's what happened here on Camppatton. YouTube promoted a video, and so every subscriber I got off of that video, they left alone because they were pushing it.
Interesting. Because they got revenue from it.
Yeah, I mean that is always was my number. Wow.
I just opened up a can of conspiracy. What if that's what decides who gets to stay? They're looking at the revenue of the person who, like, if the person watched
a short or a video of an ad.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they're building revenue.
I'm just waiting till February when all my shorts will automatically start generating me revenue, because all my shorts now have been tagged as, monetized. Yeah, so as soon as in February, I don't have to go back and do it. It'll all automatically come February. So when I put out a video and all of a sudden I get another 12,000 views on it in 2 hours, there should be a revenue boost on that.
Yeah, always you have like a content, the same thing. You have lots of content.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Always, are you like always paying? Like, do you do your numbers and your analytics and all that too?
All the time, I track it.
I know, Gil, you do. I didn't know if Old Ways did. I know you're really good with your like on top of them. Like, I won't notice my numbers until a few days later.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not in it to win it right now. I'm still healing.
Yeah. Where? How come it's not showing? There it is. It's down here. So let me go in here. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to pull up that link that.
Kaylin got to monetize all her shorts too, and she says one of them has over 2,000 views. That's wonderful, Kaylin.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not paying on those yet until February.
And aren't the numbers, don't they have to be higher? Your views have to be higher on the shorts than like your regular channel, or no? Like your video? You don't know?
I don't know.
Huh.
Okay. So
yeah, Jill's always paying attention. So you might not notice it.
Here,
but you might retain them.
5-star review on it. All right. You got it when it was more off. The price just fluctuated up. So now it's $169, but it's still 23% off. It was probably on a 40% off.
Yeah, I have handhelds that look just like that. The design must have come from the same company that designed that. Like the handheld solar battery packs for like your phone and stuff. I hope it really does what it says for you, Chipper. Did you test it out yet? It's got great reviews, it looks like. Or is that the review for the...
That's the reviews. Those are the reviews for it. It's got one bad review. Yeah. And it's got...
But are they legit? Like, does it say from fine customer or...
You can go in and do that. Let's take a look. See here.
Yeah, see if they're...
verified purchase. Verified purchase. Verified purchase.
Wow.
Yep.
Chipper, it looks like you got a great deal.
This is not a verified purchase.
Yeah, buying customer. Those are people who get it for free, so you have to be careful.
Yeah. Find customer. Find customer. And it goes on to more. However, what I'd be interested in here.
I always look at the worst reviews.
Is the worst. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to look at the worst one here. Let's check out the worst review on it. Verified customer. Didn't hold a charge. Don't buy it. Not worth it. This is my second unit, and they both failed within 50 to 60 days.
What? Oh, it just completely failed. Oh, that's not good. You don't want to be out on the road and that happens.
Wouldn't hold a charge.
Shoot. Yeah, that happened when I ordered one of those crank radios off of Amazon. It never would hold the charge properly, but it was too late. Yeah, oh, okay, Chipper. Still in the box.
Yeah.
Chipper, go back and check.
Test it, Chipper. Test it. Yeah, I think you got 30 days to send it back if it,
Do it quick. And then you know what? If you have to send it back, you guys, and you have a Kohl's near you, go return it at the Kohl's and they give you $5 off any purchase in the store. I mean, it'll be madhouse right now during the holidays, but they have lots on sale that you can still use that $5 off.
Yeah, Kohl's does the shipping for you and everything else. They box
Yeah,
it.
they'll do that. Or even if you need like a little stocking stuffer for somebody at home.
All right.
Okay, Kaylin, you're not aware of that either, about needing more views on the shorts.
Yeah.
I totally can see. You need to wear the beehive and go into that Flo color. Miss Flo, always gardening. I just totally heard that in Flo's voice. You can kiss my grits.
Oh, okay. I'm going to change something.
Oh my God.
I'm going to bring up my other crew. There we
Flash
go.
from
I'll bring up
childhood.
the other crew.
Yeah.
When this movie came out, one of my scouts went to see it, and he came back and he goes, "She is the hottest thing ever. I am so."
I can't see who that is. My eyes are blurry.
That's that. Rhonda Rosie, whatever. She's the she won a medal for judo.
Oh.
And in one of the Olympics, and then she went on, and she's a open whatever, mixed martial arts competitor and stuff.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, and she did all her own stunts in that movie, and she's whipping around, flipping around, doing stuff and everything else. And but it's funny. Jordan was just like, "Oh, I'm so in love," and all this other stuff, and it's like. Jordan, Jordan, I know you. She would do in the first 5 minutes. She'd have you tied up in knots in an arm bar, and he goes, "Oh, that'd be so cool."
Yeah, sure, he wouldn't mind. Oh, okay, Chipper. He said his boy has one in his truck and swears by his. You still want to check out, make sure yours is as good as his.
Yeah, because the way these things come in, every now and then. Somebody screws up on the assembly line, and they don't like the we had one of those solar ones, for my kids. Got one. One worked good. The other one was a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Opened it up. They weren't the batteries weren't soldered in right.
Oh.
So only one set of it has a bunch of batteries in it. Only one set was working. That's why I wouldn't hold a charge.
Shoot. I wouldn't even know to do that on mine.
Yeah.
I don't think mine are like that fantastic either, that they're holding great charges. I haven't really done a real, logical testing on them.
Oh, and a friend of mine over at TSA, they found a bunch of them. They came through, and what was supposed to be batteries was clay. They thought they had an IED coming through the X-ray.
Oh my gosh! How frightening.
They called me down all the time. We think we got an IED. What's the brand on it?
Yeah.
And they get off the brand, and we pull out our book, walk over with a screwdriver, pop it open. It's clay.
That's rotten. They must know.
Oh,
you're going to think it's a bomb, that it's going to stop stuff too.
No, the seller was selling thousands of them with clay and just one set of batteries in there, and so it wouldn't build up a big charge to charge anything. And then that seller disappeared.
Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like Courtney was talking about last night. Scammers.
Tons of scammers everywhere.
Yeah.
Florence Jane.
Oh, it's CB at Hugo Homestead.
There you go, Homestead. Or CB. I gotta get over to your channel. I haven't even seen some of the newer stuff that you did. It's been so long. I'm so sorry. I'm behind on everybody, even my own channel, so. Yeah. I wonder why he left too, right, Caleb? Nothing to hide here. I don't know where that clay came from. So they're in all of them. Still, that's the manufacturer.
Yeah. What's so funny is the first time it happened, they had 3 different people come in with them
Nightmare.
within 5 minutes of each other. And of course, San Francisco Airport, everybody freaked, and we got down in, and so we got 3 of these. They didn't know each other. There was no connection. They were coming from different, someone was returning back east to one airport. Someone else was going, someone else was going over to Hawaii. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? Yeah. And so we took it over to from the X-ray at the checkpoint. We took them to baggage, and baggage has what's called a CTX, and basically it's like a CAT scan. We put it in there and sliced it every 16th of an inch on the X-ray for it. Wow. To look at it, and it's like, okay, there's no detonator in here on anything. There was no wiring to
it's not C4.
There's no wiring to the block of clay or anything. And so we got the San Francisco bomb squad to come over and say, they looked at it, and I remember talking, I go, that doesn't match anything I've seen in training or any of the videos or anything else. And they're all the same brand. Weird. When I said that, the San Francisco guy says, I bet it's clay. And so he took it out to the thing and got some remote tool in there and popped it apart, and it was clay. Modeling clay, like Play-Doh.
I know what you mean.
And it's like, so this company was ripping Americans off,
Caitlin, I bet they do. They hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, she does. Wow. That's cool, Caitlin.
Had some fun with a car warranty scam. They hated it when I say I don't know what vehicle what Caitlin doesn't have a vehicle. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what model it is.
I'm not really sure. Ew, leaky cardboard boxes? That sounds disgusting. Ungrateful peasant. That's ew. You.
Yeah. Oh, we at the DHS Coordination Center, we had a couple outside lines that weren't the VoIP. All our phones were VoIP, but one time there was a problem with the internet and we lost all our phones. It's like, no, we got a couple of outside lines, specifically for emergency use. Well, got a phone call in on one of them once, and of course I grabbed it and answered it. Special Agent Patton, U.S. United States Department of Homeland Security. How may I help you? Blah, 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 blah. I said, were you listening when I answered the phone? They go, what? Were you listening how I answered the phone? And I did it again. This is Special Agent Patton, United States Department of Homeland Security. How may I help you? Click.
That cardboard box leaking is still grossing me out.
What was leaking out? I was wondering what was leaking out of it.
I was thinking
all the old Dodge leak or have a leaky cardboard box. DOD briefs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They probably have a bunch of leaks in their briefs right now, if anything is true. We're hearing. Probably got some leaks coming all the way from the top, too. Down. Unless they wiped the person today.
The only thing we had when it got called down when it was actually to the screening checkpoint at Oakland, where they had the Mexicana airline. So that way they had a Mexicana, they had Allegro, and what was the other Mexican airline? Anyways, they were all in this one area. The leaky cardboard boxes we got there had a bunch of quarts of oil in there, and they were, they weren't tight, and it leaked.
Yeah.
One actually had a motor out of a motorcycle packed in there, and it was leaking oil.
Ugh, gross. That can't be legal to put that on a plane. Is it?
No, it's not. Anything
it's
that's flammable
liquids, right?
Yeah. Oil, because it's combustible and it's used, whatever. No, it has.
Oops.
Someone actually had a 5-gallon jerry can of gasoline they tried packing away.
What?
Hey, we got an entire motorcycle, one of those moped ones, packed away. We had the kitchen sink. We had toilets.
I can see the kitchen sink if you really liked your kitchen sink and you were moving and,
No, they were buying it here and shipping it to Mexico.
Oh, okay.
The big thing that we used to get set off the alarms over there till we've got everyone trained on it, believe it or not, was Irish Spring soap. The big 12-pack from Costco or Club, because of the layers in it and stuff and everything. If there was any wiring in that bag at all, and they were talking big bags packed with stuff, it looked like an IED.
Oh.
It looked like like, holy crap! Of course, then at the first one we went back, we studied the image and we thought, okay, and we stayed there that night, and with 3 more times, there was a sale of Irish Spring going on over at Costco, and they were buying it and shipping it down south.
Yeah. Well, when you said that about the sink, that makes sense too, that they would ship it home if somebody at home needed a sink and it wasn't available and it was a certain size and they found it.
Mm-hmm. And flying on Mexicana and Allegra was dirt cheap at the time. Cheaper than driving.
Yeah. Unless you guys mixed it and it was lined with cocaine. Just kidding.
No, that comes the other way. That comes in. That's the stuff Customs is picking up.
That's right. It comes the other direction. I wasn't thinking. That's right.
But Dove bars is the number 1 soap going down to Mexico. And one of the people was explaining by asking, why are you guys sending so much Dove bar? He goes, hey, it's a status thing. When you have guests over, you put out a Dove bar out in the bathroom. Yeah. Ooh, yes.
And I heard I could use my husband's Irish Spring for certain bugs. They'll stay away. I'm going to start just hanging a box of Irish Spring in the trees. Oh, wow. Is that how much it costs to do that?
The machine.
Oh, the equipment costs that. Okay. Yeah. That would suck. Can you imagine thinking you got such a great deal on a bike and then realizing you've got to go find a place to pressurize, clean it, and flush it all out?
The best call ever handled at the coordination center.
That's awesome, Storms.
The two outside lines we have, one would ring and then the other one would ring. We answer it, no, and then the next one would ring. Same person, telemarketer or whatever. I'd hang up another telemarketer. The other person connects this over.
Yeah.
And it answered it, and partner picked it up. Hey, babe. Oh, you make me feel.
What is that?
He knew it was a telemarketer, so he was acting like he was a sex call line.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
What's your card number? And we can pick you up for another 25 minutes. Oh yeah.
Sounds like stuff we would do in high school.
Yeah.
And college. And probably think it was funny at our first job.
Hey, it was funny because he wouldn't put it on speaker so we could all hear what the person on the other side was doing.
Oh my.
And you hear this, he hears, oh my God, I got a sex phone line.
Can you imagine if it's like this little old lady named Marge and it's just her little part-time job that she has and she's making her phone call? I worked at a call center one time and that's what we had. We had this little lady and she would go through the phone book and do cold calling. She was hardcore though. She wasn't like your typical little grandma. Yeah, Hugo, did you put it in something? Because I'm thinking it needs to go in something so it doesn't soap my garden or soap my tree.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter put the Irish Spring down in the basement to try to chase out the mice. It worked for the first 2 weeks. Then the mice got used to the smell. And then they started eating it.
Eating it. Gross. That's disgusting.
It's like, wait, this is supposed to chase off the rodents, not entice them.
They probably just got really desperate. Maybe that's why they were coming in. They're eating Irish Spring.
Courtney's live. She just went live.
Okay.
All right, folks, we're heading over to Wide Family Farm. Courtney just went live. Hang on a second. If I
Wait, is it on her channel, her Wide Family Farm channel, or Corky?
It's on. I'm bringing it up here so I can see it here.
I didn't get it.
It's on Wide Family Farm. It's free for all.
Okay.
Kicked it off, and here's the link, folks. I'm going to drop it in here, and there's the link.
I'm going to exit out. I'll see you guys over there.
All right, see you over there.
Let's go.
Well, folks, that's it for tonight. Thank you for coming by. We're heading over to Wide Family Farm. I just put the link in the chat there, and I'll see you over there.